Pakistan's internal security crisis is deepening at an alarming pace. Twin terror attacks in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa have once again exposed the state's fragile grip over its restive northwest. As fatalities surge and militant groups expand their footprint, questions are resurfacing about decades of proxy policies that many argue have backfired. The fallout is no longer contained. It carries serious implications for regional stability in South Asia.
Northwest Pakistan witnessed yet another deadly spiral of violence on Monday. In Bajaur district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, terrorists launched a coordinated assault, triggering a gun battle with security forces. According to the Pakistani military, 1 child and 11 security personnel were killed. 7 others, including women and children, were injured. In a separate attack in Bannu, a bomb planted inside a rickshaw exploded near the Militant police station, killing 2 civilians and wounding at least 17 more. The twin attacks left more than 25 injured overall, exposing persistent security vulnerabilities in a province already on edge. Tensions in Bajaur have simmered since August 2025 when Pakistani forces launched what they described as a targeted operation against terrorists. The offensive displaced tens of thousands of residents who later returned home. Yet, intelligence-based operations have continued, underscoring that the state has failed to fully regain control.
Which is a static target. It was attacked by a suicide bomber, but the number of casualties is actually very, very high. For 11 servicemen to die in one particular attack is something big. But then I think this will be the norm in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, given the current tensions between Pakistan and Afghanistan. This is something that Pakistan has sown for itself, and it is now reaping the consequences.
Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has emerged as the epicenter of Pakistan's internal conflict. According to the Center for Research and Security Studies Annual Security Report 2025, fatalities in the province rose dramatically from 1,620 in 2024 to 2,331 in 2025. That marks an increase of 711 deaths, accounting for over 82% of the nationwide surge in violence and nearly a 44% year-on-year rise. Earlier this month, the so-called Islamic State claimed responsibility for a suicide blast at a Shiite mosque in Islamabad, killing at least 31 people and injuring 169 more. The attack shattered Pakistan's narrative of improving internal security. For years, Islamabad has accused Kabul of harboring militants, a charge the Afghan Taliban denies. But critics argue that Pakistan's decades-long policy of nurturing extremist proxies has created the very Frankenstein's monster it now confronts.
In this entire province, everybody knows everybody. Some time ago, your enemy was your ally. You shared intelligence. In fact, your enemy is all over the ground. That is the local Taliban. They are all over the ground. They have information. This is an area where the writ of the Pakistani state has never run fully. The writ of the Pakistani military runs intermittently, mostly by intimidation, mostly by cajoling and by bribery. Those relationships have broken down. Given the breakdown of those particular relationships, everybody is a target, and since everybody is a target, for an attack of this kind to happen without Pakistani intelligence getting any hint of it is not surprising at all.
Pakistan now finds itself battling insurgencies in both its northern and southern provinces. What was once framed as strategic depth in Afghanistan has turned into strategic chaos at home. For the wider South Asian region, the implications are alarming. A destabilized Pakistan, armed with nuclear weapons and plagued by militant networks, poses risks far beyond its borders. As violence mounts, The fundamental question remains: can Islamabad dismantle the extremist infrastructure it once cultivated, or will the cycle of proxy warfare continue to consume the state itself?